Lieutenant Neal's not here right now.
Okay, I would like to,
Excuse me?
huh?
Excuse me?
I would like to speak to somebody if possible.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
For one, I would like for somebody to take pictures to go with my complaint of my damaged camera, to go with my complaint against the officer. Lieutenant Neal asked me to pick up a copy of the dash cam footage that he had on his desk with the complaint that I could take with me. Those are the two things I came to ask Lieutenant Neal about, and I also came to ask him a question in regards to the bill of sale for the car that I'm purchasing to make sure that I'm covered and I'm not going to come back and prosecuted later. Because
bill of sale for your vehicle.
Yeah, I purchased a vehicle, and it was titled out of California. The DMV's really messed up there, and I sent the original bill of sale. We had a couple copies of it, me and this guy, between two of us. I sent my copy of the original bill of sale to California with a statement of facts and $34 or something to get the title transferred into Arkansas, and I just talked to him last night. It may be a little bit before I can get him around to sign a duplicate bill of sale, but I did document and get permission from him to sign in his place. And I want to make sure that I'm not committing forgery. I have the piece of paper where I got documentation of him giving me permission, but I just didn't want to sign it and then come back and be hit with forgery or something like that, for signing it with his permission. I just want to cover my bases legally. But I want to keep a bill of sale in there so if I get pulled over that I have that to provide to officers.
Well, you can't do that forever. You got only so many days before you have to have license.
I just purchased the vehicle. It's less than 30 days ago that I purchased it.
When did you purchase it?
I don't remember the exact date. Not very long ago at all.
Well,
and I'm going to have it licensed and tagged here. I sent the statement of facts off. It takes them in California an hour and a half to answer the phone. And I just wanted to make sure that I'm not going to be arrested for forgery if I sign this, and I keep documentation of his permission in there. And other than that, I was just coming to pick up my copy.
You signed in his name?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Has he authorized you?
Yes, I have documentation of his authorization. He typed it out from we messaged back and forth on Facebook, and I took a screenshot of that and have the picture of it, of me telling him about why I needed it, telling him about the details on the bill of sale of what I put on there, and nothing was changed.
So how did you come across the car when the guy's got registered in California?
Yeah, I knew him before he moved out there. He moved out there, stayed out there for a couple of months, traded his truck for that car and some money, and then whenever he come back within a couple of months, so they didn't have all the paperwork processed and the title sent out to him. So whenever he come back, he didn't have the title for the car. And I called California to make sure it was all legit and not stolen and everything, and it was licensed and registered to him.
As far as talking to Lieutenant Neal, you might want to call down here because he's in and out of the building.
Okay.
So if you come down here, what I would suggest is you call so that somebody can be here, so you don't have to leave and come back. You're wasting your time and gas and so on and so forth. But I'm not sure when he's going to be back. He's just busy. He's checked out somewhere. He's working, and so he'll be back. And so you can deal with him directly.
To save my time and gas, is there anybody that can just take a picture of my camera that was damaged by when your officers put their hands on me?
Let me see it. Show it to me.
I had my camera around my wrist with a wrist strap during the time of while I was being pulled over, and I had it in my hand like this, recording the officer. He quoted some Supreme Court paper, asked me to step out. Whenever I did, he told me to leave all my personal belongings in the car, and I had stuff in my pockets and everything. So I was going to unstrap this from my wrist, and at the time the officer grabbed it, ripped it down, separated it from the strap, and smashed it on the ground.
Okay. I understand that.
Well, the damage is to the wrist strap, and there's also damage to the.
Let me tell you something.
And it damaged video footage on the camera as well.
You're told to get out of the car.
I did. I've got.
And you're told to leave everything that belongs to you inside that car. I would do that.
If I would have reached in my pockets, he might have shot me.
Officer can request you for his safety you to leave everything in your hands inside the car. He can do that.
I was trying to take it
The
off.
next time you're told to do that, I would suggest that you do it.
I was trying to take it off. He didn't even give me the time. I didn't even get all the way out of the car before he, as you've seen, I didn't even get all the way out of the car before he put his hands on
I
me.
haven't looked at the video.
Well, maybe you should.
When you come out of the car, you have your hands empty.
I couldn't. It was around my wrist. He opened my car door and ordered me out immediately. I was stepping out and pulling this off of my wrist. At the time, he grabbed my camera and smashed it on the ground.